Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolsTown here in City Skylines 2, where look at how glorious the city is now looking. I think, if we haven't already, I think we're quite close to 100,000 residents, and last episode your boy done something crazy. I started building over on this side right now. We extended the highway, which has allowed us to access this huge plain land here, which I've created the most gritty of gritties. I'm little widdity doing the gwiddy right now. Listen, I said it, get over it. Let's never talk about that ever again. But I created a huge grid because I want to create in this area, and only this area alone, a huge metropolis. I kind of want it to feel like New York City almost in a weird way, but I know the grids don't look like New York City, but I thought we'll try and do something a little bit different. I have accompanied a bunch of 8-lane roads with 6-lane roads, which are over here, with 4-lane roads. There's not a 2-lane road in sight. Oh my goodness me, this is kind of... Actually, I think there is. Oh, no. They're 4-lane as well. And what I've done since last episode, because we implemented the ability to have the subway coming over as a bridge, I've made it hit a subway station here before it then goes underground. You can just see where the track kind of ends to access this area. And I've also switched out the train line that runs all the way down to here to also have a couple of stops for passengers, which is something that we do not have within the city. And I've kind of played around with it. I've set it up where the trains go over the roads, just for like something a little bit different, a little bit funny, but quite cool to see vehicles waiting for the train to pass before they can pass over. And we're going to also kind of extend the road leading down this way as well, and everything's all going to match up and end the grid kind of fashion off nicely, and we'll have this beautiful train lines all running through. Now we've got a lot of work to do today, a lot of stuff that we got to get all up and running, but I just want to say, if you are enjoying the series so far, then smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Right, let's go. So this whole area is basically going to be high density. If I get any low density demand, which I do have some, we'll kind of use that to finish off the edges as it sprawls out on this side of the city. But I really want this to be a huge metropolis. Now, at the moment, if I press play, all that we've got going on right now is cargo trains passing through because they use the bypassing part of the train station. So you can see right now, there's a cargo train on the way. Choo choo. And that did not use the bypassing side of the station, so I don't know what's going on right there. Ruining all my fun. But yeah, this is gonna be quite cool then. So what do we need to do then? Well, we need to initially get this whole grid connected to some type of a highway connection. There's a couple of ways in which I want to kind of go about doing this, and I might have to adjust some of this too. But I'm hoping to save this part of the land over here for an airport. Oh, I've said it. I've spoke the words. I've put them into existence. We'll see what happens moving forward. So, we kind of need to create a highway connection in. And there's multiple ways in which we kind of, or how I want to do it. So, this grid, right, it's actually broken down quite smartly. We have an 8-lane road. So, we have an 8-lane road going down there. So if I look at this, forget that one there. If I look at this square right now, it's 8-lane roads around, 8-lane road in the middle, and a 6-lane in the middle, and then 4s everywhere else. So if I was to continue the grid on this side, it would be 8-lane here, leading all the way down to an 8-lane there, 6 in the middle, all that jazz. Now, what I want to try and do is get the 8-lane roads at the end, utilize this the highway connection. That way we can funnel many vehicles leading over there. So what we'll do is we'll build one more extension to the grid network here, and that's as far as I'm going to go with the grids. And on this side, I think there's room for one more, and then that's it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to try and kind of do a few little bits and bobs to make it not seem so gridded. But at the end of the day, this is what this whole area is all about. So let's see then. We've got our 4-lane roads here. And let's continue with the 4-lane road just there. So we've got to come out by just there for a moment. And then that will lead into what would be a 6-lane road. So if I just come out just here as well. Boom. Yeah. And then our 6-lane roads, if I just quickly connect these up. Just so we pretty much know where we're currently standing with all of this. And I'll run this down to where the roundabout is down there. run this to where the roundabout is up here, which I'm not too sure which side it goes on, so I'll just kind of select there for now, and the rest of it will come into place anyway. Now, the 4-lane road again, we'll bring it out, and then we'll create our beautiful grid, which is it's a 240 by 240 square is what it is. So we've got this all situated beautifully. That cuts through the middle and then goes over by one more, and that's it. That is the end piece. That is the end piece. So our 8-lane roads, which are absolutely huge, I found out if I kind of select before it, I can get my straight line perfect. He says that as he now struggles to get a perfect straight line. Where's my snap? There we go. And for some reason, it decided to go a little bit skew-iff just here. Now, is that down to the elevation change? It is. I seen a brilliant comment in the last episode where someone saying, Seniac, something to do with Seniac ignoring all the terrain and contours of the land. And I thought it was an amazing comment. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Right, I'm going to kind of bulk it around here slightly and then smoothen it all out. Because guess what? Your boy does not play by the rules. Now, this is probably the only area where I'm so hell-bent on kind of having it not as flat as possible, but, you know, borderline obsessive. So for some reason, it decides to stop just here. Now, I normally find if you kind of do shorter segments, it works, but I think at the end of the day, there's only so much I'm going to be able to do here because the land is starting to really drop off. So, to there. Right, we'll just go to there anyway. Actually, I've got to stick this out a little bit further than you think because the connection... Wow, the connection needs to be perfectly 90 degrees. Right, bam, bam. That's not a perfect 90... What is going on here right now? What is going on, boys? Right, there we go. Sometimes if you just go straight through it, it all works. Right, after I was rudely interrupted there, boys, we're going to go all the way through. And can I find the snap here? I don't think I'm going to be able to find the snap. But no issues there. Good stuff. Now, we're going to go back to our 6-lane road. Wait, where do we have the 6-lane road? Actually, we've done all the 6-lane road, haven't we? Yeah, we've actually done it. It's the 4-lane road I need next to then complete this little section here. So let's get this all up and running. So down to there, and then you're very quickly running around like a crazed lunatic. Bam, bam, bam. Well, bam, you're done. Right, okay, back to the 8-lane roads. So I should be able to now run this all the way up, and it should find the snap. Nice. So all I got to do then is this last little bit here, and then we're pretty much done. We can then get a highway connection all set up, and hopefully we can start getting some people moved in. So 4-lane roads, let's just kind of finish this all up here. So as time goes on, I'm not going to be a stranger to kind of editing and deleting and sorting bits and bobs out to kind of extend or expand. So if I need to kind of delete some of the road layouts, I will. I'm not going to be like, you know, so strict to kind of keep this design all running through. So I'm hoping that these are dead center, by the way. Wait, hold on. I'm hoping these are dead center. Right, 120. There we go. Right, run that. Oh, okay, new milestone unlocked. Sometimes it's just easier to run it all the way through and delete the bits that you don't need. You know what I mean? It's just easier to do that sometimes. Right, delete, 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 delete. So apart from the roundabouts, we've now got our monstrous grid. Okay, it's monstrous. I can't express how monstrous this is going to be. So, let me quickly throw in some roundabouts then. I have kind of gone a little bit roundabout crazy. There we go. One there. I might as well just drop one there and then one here. So, we're now looking at the 8-lane road scenario. Now, we have an 8-lane road here, we have one here, and obviously we have one here, and we would have one again there, but I don't know if I'm actually going to extend that far down. We've also got one here as well, so that could be utilized as going into some type of a kind of a connection there. We have this connection as well, which I want to I might drop a third train station there, run a road going down, which then bends this way to connect to there, like a shortcut route where all this finally ends its gridded view. So we're going to base it off this one first, which it's quite close to where the current highway is. So I feel like we might need to do some slight adjusting yet again to the highway system. So if I delete to, let's delete to here, run that all the way back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bend it away slightly. Or do I kind of keep it quite close? What type of a highway junction or connection am I going to do? I could do a standard trumpet, which means I would need a little bit of space. So let's get is it 2-lane? It is 2-lane highway. Parallel, and we'll get it up into the sky by 10 meters. So if I come off, and I'm going to pick a random spot, like maybe here. Right, if I went there. Now, it's in line with all of this, which that should give me plenty of space to play around with this. And at the same time, the bend is quite minimal. Right. So let me continue this then. Because at the same time, I then need it to be... Right, I'm going to keep it quite uniform and quite straight. Right, down to there. So we know it's equal distance going all the way down. So we should at least be able to create 2 decent trumpettos to connect in. But at the same time, the road's also going to be going underneath. So if anything, I don't need trumpets. I just need a better system of how to kind of create it. So that's the thing as well. I can kind of experiment and do 2 different variations. Or I could utilize the 6-lane roads that pass under. Or I could utilize the 6-lane roads for the connection. No, because the way that these are spaced out, we should be okay. So there's 2 options that I can do for this. There is 2 options. If we go to my large roads, I could either tear this... Are we overlapping? Oh, no. I can either tear this all the way through and just create a system that allows us to turn on and off. Nothing too crazy. But then if I wanted to do that, I feel like I might need to push it slightly further back so they're not too close together. Or I could have a trumpet connection, but you're only really accessing this side. But then again, if you want to get to over there, you'd have to turn off, drive down, 6-lane road and underneath. Which wouldn't really work out too well. Unless in the middle we had another trumpet that way. But then again, at what point do they do the underpasses, overpasses? Now, the other side of that is too many junctions on the highway is going to cause backlogged in traffic. So, we're kind of not stumped or stuck, but I feel like we might need a little bit more space than what we're letting on to. Now, we could do stuff like this, these kind of junctions, which is not too bad. I can actually make my own version of this. And when you're looking at it right now, it allows you to kind of turn here, there, and everywhere. But it might cause some big problems when it comes to traffic. Now, does this need to be pushed maybe back another section? I feel like it might need to be. It is quite a large... It's going to be quite a large run then, isn't it? It really is. So if I just kind of go back to here... Let's do it here instead. Let me go in a straight line. Now, this is quite excessive. It's quite... It's decided there not to be elevated. That's because of the land. That is because of the land. But then again, what if I... Not sunk in it. Oh, right. I'm getting too many ideas. Now I'm getting too many ideas. And made these roads go over the top. No, too many ideas. Too many ideas, not enough time. Oh, I kind of want to now sink it. Guys, someone stop me right now. Someone stop me right now. Oh, he's being a damn fool. He's being a damn fool. Right, no, we'll keep it simple. We will keep it simple, but I don't want too much going on in this area. But there is nothing stopping us creating little slip roads to kind of ease the bend of the ability to get in. Does that make sense? So we'll scrap this idea of sticking it too far back. I didn't delete anything there. What was going on? What was going on? And we'll underpass it and we'll try and create something beautiful. So I'll only do one connection for today, just so it's like my placeholder and we can kind of see if we like it as time goes on. So I do need to actually delete what's blocking us, and then I'll push this all the way through. I'm not sure how far to take it, but I'll just bring it to there just for the sake of it. You're going now straight over. Glorious. And now we need to create these connections. So we're going to lead each one into a 2-lane road, but we'll bring the 2-lane road to a standstill and like filter it from a single lane. So if I'm able to go to here with that, and I've got to try and replicate it on this side. So you get almost a 1 tile square either side of it. Alright, you go there. You go there. And this is where the magic happens. This is where we have to set it all up to make it go where it needs to go. Now, when you're turning off here, you're obviously either making a left turn or a right turn. And this is where your boy needs to work it out right now to make sure that we can set this up beautifully. So if I went straight and on a bend, so it's a 32 by 34, I'll roll with that. And if I do the same on this one, or do I make this one? No, actually, let me just see what the bend can be. I might have to delete the roads again. So do I bend it all the way up to there? Because it's going to be quite the turn, and I don't know how many issues it's going to cause us in the long run. So that's a 36 by 34. But the issue then becomes is with people turning off this way. And that's a 26, so it doesn't really play ball too well, does it? So what's the distance between these two? It's a 60, so at most you're looking for a 30. So 26. But obviously flip that one round. Right, and then try it on this side as well. Obviously flip that round. So it's either going to cause a lot of traffic issues, or with the idea of traffic lights, it should ease a lot of the burdens. That's what it should do. Now, we've got to set it up where, for example, there's no right turn there, you know what I mean? And this one, no left turn, sorry. And this one is, which way is this one going? I can't work it out now which way we're going here. So that goes that way. Oh, here. And then no left turn like that way, just there. But you can turn there. But then we'll need to reduce the road. But I'll do that in just a moment. You see where this is going? Now, this is either going to cause huge traffic problems, or it will cause nice flows. No in between, guys. There's going to be no in between. It's either or. It's either or. Right. 26. I'm not sure if these are the right numbers. But if it visually looks okay, then it's all good, I suppose, right? Right, so let me flip these round now. So you're that way, that way. Yep. Look at that. You telling me that's not going to cause issues? So what I'll do next then is I'll go from an 8-lane to a 6-lane and upgrade. Oh, can we not upgrade in the sections here? You're joking me. With a road divider? You telling me we couldn't divide it in the 8s? I mean, that's just doing pure lane math, but if I don't worry about it, then we don't worry about it. So if I say that we can't make a right turn here, let's go through these individually right now. This is a no right turn, it's a left turn only. Only. Now, this one, as you're entering, it's a no right turn, no left turn. Now, coming from this way, left turn, no left turn here. So you do your left turn there. You can do your right turn, which will go that way. And then flipping this round, we've already done the no left turn. Here, your right turn happens there to go off. Right, that should be as close as you're going to get it. Now, it's not perfect. It's probably going to cause huge amounts of issues. But by gosh, does it look pretty good. It's just a shame. Right, and I don't want to delete anything, so it probably cause me big issues. Actually, let me, I'm going to quickly save the game. Right, let me just save the game real quick. Right, solely for this reason. I want to see if I can upgrade this. If it all goes horribly wrong, nothing was missed. It's either or. I would like it to... What if I get rid of the snap? Oh, snap. Hold. I get it. Snap. All right, I've got rid of the snap. And I'm going to try and upgrade here. To go into... there. And hopefully that is all done, right? Fingers crossed. So that's a 2-lane road. Obviously, this is a 2-lane highway. We could have split this up into a 3-lane highway. But do I do it? Do I just go to hell with it and go 3-lane? It's going to mess me up though, isn't it? Because I've kind of planned this all out now based on the 2 lanes. If I was to bulk up to a 3-lane, there's fine. I've already built it like this. You know what? No, we're not going to stress too much because a single lane turn off ramping down into a 2-lane, it will just filter quite nicely. So what we'll do is I'll base it all off this one then. So we'll get this one going straight and we've got to raise it up to 10 to meet the same level. So if I get it to there down to here. Now what's the distance of that? It's 104. Okay, it's 104, boys. Remember that number. There we go. There we go. And then we'll just do our single lane. And... alright, bring that up. We'll do a 64... or do I do a straight line? No, we'll do a bend. We'll do it. Okay, we'll go 52 by 32. So 32. Okay, we'll do it backwards. So 52. Not quite 32, but I'm going to do that just so it follows the run of play. Now, I could upgrade or kind of downgrade that to a single lane road for pure and utter lane math. But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on first. So, how much can I replicate this? So, that's what it's saying it was going to be. Yeah, that looks... I mean, it looks pretty good. Right, let's upgrade this for lane math then. There we go. So, hopefully, everything is going to be as free-flowing as we can potentially make it. Now, that's just one connection. I'll probably build another one here. Most likely for that 8-lane road as well. And it also enables us now to access other areas. It all dependent on how busy this actually becomes. And I have a feeling it's going to be redonkulous. So we do have the ability to upgrade the highway with lights. And that then allows us to Not only see in the dark, but most importantly, transport the power through the road network. Because when I go to cables now, you can see that okay, apart from there, which I probably should have upgraded a bit more, electricity now spreads. Now, it's good for many things. Gives us a little bit more of an even coverage and not overload certain areas too much. It's all coming from this area in general anyway. Is there an issue over here? Oh, it's overloaded? Where's the overloadedness? How are you overloaded? Cannot produce enough power to match the demand. It's because we don't have enough employees there. Oh no, hold on. Are we backlogged again? I'm sure I fixed this last episode. Oh dear God. Either way, anyway, I've got to build more transformers. It's because these transformers, where they're currently positioned, it's not ideal. It really is not ideal, but a lot of power is going to go this way in just a moment anyway. So if I just roughly connect you up to there as well, so hopefully a lot of power goes out this way. And we'll also, because the roads connect over there, I'm going to bring these spreading over across to connect up. Now, does any power spread down this way? Play mode. Some does. So it would mean that some of it goes then that way. But these transformers are completely in the wrong position. They are completely in the wrong position. Is the city dying? Okay, yes, some of it is slightly dying. Right, okay. Oh my goodness me. Let's figure this out then. So I've got transformers there. I can put transformers pretty much anywhere I want. You know, there's no stress there. But having them two so close together is not a great idea. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to place one just here for now. Just there for now. Just for the sake that I've got it moved so I can just continue with my project. Right, let me go down. Delete you. Get out of bulldoze. Connect you up. And that should now spread. No. Still overloads. Still overloads. Right, I think then we need to... Right. I do need to build this area up a little bit better and kind of have a better system for it. But this is not what I want to do right now. So what I'm going to do is just build you up and out just to get this over on this side. It probably won't make much difference. Okay, it's going to overload the wires here. But I'm hoping I can do a diagonal. Why is it so overloaded? This is coming down from one tube. I mean, I get why it's overloaded, but why are you so overloaded? Do you know what? We're not even going to have these in this area no more. Right, I didn't want to fix this because it's now stopping me doing what I'm doing. Am I complaining about the issues that I created? Yes. Will I continue to complain? Yes. Right, delete all of you. Delete these pipes because they're not doing anything now. Delete you. Some of these pipes are all over the place. Right. We were overloaded there as well. Okay, so that is now... Right, back into play mode. I've just now got to sort out repositioning some of these transformer stations. So I'll drop one first and foremost over here, which means I need underground connectivity. To power lines. Right. There we go. So that's one. But it completely overloads this here. So what we'll do is we'll upgrade the road here right now, real quick. Does that give it power? Oh, I've missed on both sides. So power spreads this way, but still overloads there. And that's because a lot of power is pumping through this area in general. But like I said, we're spreading it out, boys. We're spreading it out right now. Now, in the industrial area over here is also a good way to kind of incorporate transformers. So we'll place a transformer station here. But the only downside is doing this. These wires. If I bring it up and out this way. Right, play mode. Right, we're trying to move the burden elsewhere. And then the burden continues to over this side. How much power do we need? Our production versus... You know what? We need to produce up more of our own power. We need to produce more of our own power. What a mess. What an actual mess. So I know this is not going to be good enough. So I don't think wind turbines at the moment. I do need to import and export more. Transformers do 80 at a time. Which is still not going to be enough. But I'm going to drop a transformer over here. And then with the power of underground mode. Right there. What does that put us to now? So we're still importing. But are we now importing enough? We're now technically importing enough where we're not overloaded. So now as we start to get these two buildings back up and running, we should start to import less. Right. It's a headache for another day. It's stressing me out, but it's a headache for another day. Right, anyway, we're going to have power over here. We just don't have the water and sewage connections. So what we'll do is we'll also utilize this. And bring it up and over. Now that's our only current connection to this area, which is not going to work out for us in the long run. Like the power there, it's going to get really, really overloaded. Like really overloaded. So we should now start thinking about then implementing some stuff. So I don't know whether to also now maybe build the subway loop. And by that, just kind of place down where I want the additional stations. So subway, we got to stop there. We got stops there for the trains, and obviously that's a short walking distance. That's going to bend in this way. So I reckon we have a stop just here as it bends in. And then we'll have a stop just here. So bam, bam, bam. And then just as we're about to exit and leave, I'll have a stop underground there. But that's important because we're also going to build another train station here as well. And that then passes up and over and then connects to the station. Actually, we'll connect to this station here to go around to complete the loop. Ho-ho-ho-ho! Connectivity, baby, connectivity. So I'm going to pause for just a minute. And we will delete. I'm going to delete the train line from there, just leading down to here for a second. Because this is going to be such a big area, I want to handle public transport as well as we can. That's a rail line, that's not a train station. So if I drop you there, and then we run with these... We're on bend mode. Wait, why is it not connected there? That was weird, wasn't it? There we go. Now, I know from the last ones that I did, it was a 32... Wait, what did I do over here again? I'm sure it was a 32 by 32. Is what I did. Does it look about right? It does, yes. It does. Right, there we go. So 32 and in. Well, bam, 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 bam. And then we'll just bring this straight out for a little bit just to there. Just get these bends back in. So before I can implement the train line, I mean, to be honest with you, I can get a train up and running now, but it will only be an out of region one because obviously it doesn't make sense doing a stop. This is only beneficial for when I've got a train line that's able to access everywhere in the area. You know what I mean? The only reason I'm getting it so often here is because how populated this is going to be. I need maybe a couple of regular stops. You might think it's a little bit overkill. But it will work out in the end, boys. It will work out. So we're still fine-tuning stuff. We're still fine-tuning areas. And... there we go. There we go. Right, beautiful. So, the extra train station's now in. I've got the stops of where I want my metro underground subway line to pretty much be. So let's get those now connected. They're going to be our next big thing. So subway, train tracks, we're going underground by minus 12 seems to be when it's officially underground, but I think it's minus 20 what we're currently at here. So we learned from this in the previous episode. What's going on here? Not everywhere is the same height. Wait, what level is this on? Right, is that connected? No. Right. Amazing, right? Amazing. That's now all connected. So I've got to get a huge bend, which would be a 254, 256. Nice. That is a nice swooping bend right there, isn't it? So I've got to now try and get something similar for this. So that is a 184. 184. Nice. And then obviously these couple of stops there will then back onto this next loop. But also eventually we'll have lines that run that way and this way. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. It'll be so interconnected. It'll be unreal. I just want to kind of work with a couple of loops first. Which then means I now have to officially, right, pause, go underground, delete that. Because that now has to fully connect up to there, and then I have to do a little bit of a Y connection. So the fun now begins with trying to get this connection. Now that's pretty low. It is pretty low. I don't know whether to kind of... if I go to like a 20. So where am I bringing this? Right, slope's too steep. Wow, it's got to drop down quite seriously. Makes sense. It's now going under the riverbed. No snap? Let's go. Oh my god, I want to cry. Oh, there we go. I don't think I was actually connected onto it. Right, it snaps there. Now that is low. Don't tell me. Oh, and hold on, hold on. It's about finding the right height right now, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's in water. Why can't I make this go underneath? Oh, don't do this to me, game. How low is... Oh! It makes sense. Look at how low that is. Okay, right. Right. I'm gonna have to build a bed. Oh, I might have to go even deeper, shallower than that. Oh, the pains of City Skylines, the pains. Right, okay, so surely this is going to be low enough. Right, I reckon we could get pretty close. It's just there now. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. The same thing's going to happen over here as well. Right. Back in we go for the connection. We will do this. There we go, boys. There we go. There we go. Right. Boom. And no boom. Right. We've got it to a height anyway. That's perfect. That is perfect. So now... Now we've got to find where we're able to drop that down. And the slope is too steep on this side, which we completely understand and get it. Right, that bit there, it's just here now, isn't it? Right. Boom. And how close are we with this? This is a job and a half, isn't it? Right, I'm not going to complain. I've officially done it. What that does to our river in the long run, I don't know. But luckily in this game, you don't get flooding. Which I kind of miss the flooding. The river's not affected. I can do anything I want and it's not affected. But that is now... Oh, wait, oh, hold on, I'm back in play mode. I've got to do this, which I don't know how this is now going to connect. So, right, if I stick it out a little bit... I mean, I could just bend like that. That's fine. Okay, that didn't play ball. And that's the important one that I want to get up and running. Right, is that... Yes, that is all okay. Right, back into play mode. Guys, I think we're now ready to start getting people moved in here. Oh, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? It's been a long time coming. So, I've got a couple of subway stops, so let's get some zoning in first before we go any further. So, how are we going to play this out then? This is the interesting bit. We want to do some high density residential. So, definitely going to throw in the residents on the inner squares here. So, let's work with these two first. So, definitely in there. We're going to want some high density commercial, which with the amount of people living around here... We'll throw in some commercial there. Throw in a nice strip here as well. To begin with. Offices, we'll throw in... We'll go quite long here with the offices. Just there. But we'll also create office like districts and areas. Alright, so we do some offices there. So we'll first back on with a bunch of residential in this area. There we go. We'll do the same in this area. Like that. We got a little bit of shopping. But like I said, we'll create like shopping areas as well. So we'll do like a big one here. That can maybe lead over to where the subway line is, the train station, which we've got to get more walkable paths set up. So we'll do a nice little strip like that. And then we'll throw some, like a big officey area just here. And I'll lead it down like that to begin with. Which, we have low rent housing as well, which is like apartment building. So we kind of like, because the how do I pull it right now? The commercial doesn't create tall skyscrapers. You know what I mean? It doesn't create tall skyscrapers. And what's the issue over here? Air pollution! Oh no. That's one thing I did not think of, was air pollution. Are we ready to see how bad it is? Where is it? Oh! Right, we're going to have to move that. We're going to have to move our utility area. I can't have that doing what it's doing. Oh dear God. I did not think once about that. I did not think once about my air pollution. Interesting. Very interesting. But let me pause for just a second right now, because we're going to add in the subway line. Guys, I will get rid of it. Don't worry. I will get rid of it. So there to... there to here. So it'd be quite cool to see the trains going up and over as well. That would be quite cool. So this then goes into, by all that logic, here. Just making sure that it does do it and it is okay to connect. There. And that will turn this way and then have a stop there. And then end here. Now, same going the opposite way. So my concern next then is going to be, does my subway yard have enough trains to pull out? I want to say yes, but at the same time, they're quite low numbers. That's what they can pull out. I can't wait till the mods and someone makes like a mod where the train yard stuff can pull out so many trains and stuff. So, in terms of subways, number 3 and number 4, we'll reduce this to... Yeah, 2's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they're both going to pump out 2, so that's going to be fine. Look, guys, I know air pollution is pretty bad right now. I'll have to figure a new area out for it. I will have to figure a new area out for it right now. But my office demand, my high rise, well, our high residential demand is now all gone. It has gone kaput. It has all been spent. But they're not happy. They're not happy with the air pollution. Now, it's mainly coming from the incinerator plant. So, to be honest with you, I'm going to delete it. Because I believe we have enough garbage production, I want to say. No, not really. But I'm going to get rid of it for now, just to hopefully stop the wind. Now, I don't know how long it takes until the wind dies down. But surely it can't be that long. Surely it can't be that long. I'm looking at these little zones here. Are they decreasing yet? That's not producing any smoke. Hopefully it will decrease. Hopefully it will decrease. But we're starting to get our tall buildings coming in anyway, boys. We're starting to get our tall buildings in. And for the first time ever, we've also reached 100,000 residents. Not bad. Not bad. So, are we seeing any traffic over here yet? We are. Now, there is traffic lights on all of this. I don't know if I'll keep the traffic lights, but I'm hoping it does what it needs to do. It won't truly be tested until we start getting bulk of, a huge bulk of traffic coming from this way and wanting to go that way as well. But at the most part right now, it looks like it kind of works. So, yeah. I mean, there's only two ways I can go. It's turn off this way and then go that way and go in. But it seems to flow. It seems to flow. So, yeah. Yeah. So, we just had a train going over, by the way. We just had a train. There's one coming in right now. Right, can I follow this? Coming up and over. Oh, it's slowed down. I think that the game's actually slowing down right now. I think there's some big simulation going on in the background. Up and over. It goes over our train station there, the cargo trains. Zooming all the way down. And in we go. Nice. Nice. So this area is going to be quite affected for some time until the smoke dies down. Which it is actually dying down because it was quite red here. So I've just got to wait for it to pass through, really, don't I? Oh, dear God. Honestly, guys, I always forget. I always forget about the smoke. I mean, I didn't know over these areas, but yeah, I'm so damn foolish. What's going on over here? How's that pollution over there right now? I can't even get over there. Is there something going on? Oh, I don't know. We've got to figure out a better place for that then. I'll sort it out for next episode. Do not worry. But this is the beginning of this huge megaopolis right now. Huge megaopolis. Vehicles are coming in, they're driving in, and little do they know, this is about to be hell on earth. It is about to become hell on earth. Oh no. I just want to cry. But anyway, loads of high density should hopefully bring a bunch of new residents and hopefully bring a lot of educated people as well. Because I got adult services in here as well too. Don't worry about that. Because we need those high educated fools. Because we need them to fill the high paying jobs. So all of our decent buildings can pretty much become super efficient. So just before we end this then, where is the air pollution? It is slowly dispersing. Slowly. Now, we won't get any office demand, no high density residential demand for quite some time because of the amount of zoning that we do have in. It'll take a while to kind of fill it all. So, yeah. Lots of shopping stuff over here. We got to get some more commercial in by the looks of it. They really want more commercial, which I will oblige and place down lots of commercial near the train stations. You know, as soon as they get off the train station, they can do some shopping. La-dee-da. La-dee-da, boys. But that demand for commercial is going to probably take a while to settle down. Because I'm placing commercial down right now, and it's not even budging. It's not even budging, boys. I don't know if it's a good idea the way that I'm zoning all of this, but the fact that it's not wanting to budge is quite terrifying. Right, scrap it on the roundabout. And there we go. Lots of buildings being built up. Huge skyscrapers should arise. And we've already got hot traffic jams. Hot traffic jams. Now, this is the only entry into this area right now, so expect to see the traffic jams. But I feel like some of this stuff here, we could kind of get rid of the traffic lights. Get rid of the... Actually, let me get rid of all the traffic lights. And then let it free flow, because I don't have any traffic coming from that way, so at the moment, it doesn't really matter too much. I wish you could determine to you filter your lane here rather than down here. It's kind of annoying. But we need more connections to the highway anyway. We need more connections in general to bring more people over here as quick as possible. So for the foreseeable future, we will experience a lot of traffic on this only connection into the area. But boy, oh boy, is this going to kaboom our population. Holy smokes. It's going to be crazy, isn't it? It's going to be crazy. But we'll end it here, guys. Hope you did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.